Hi, to use SlideShowPro, you want to go to the Module Manager, which is located under Extensions menu. Once you get there, you want to click on SlideShowPro. And then when the module opens, what you are going to be concerned with is the information that's on the right. Now it's already set up for the image folder where the images are located. So what you are going to be concerned with are these three areas here. So notice there's a folder that says, or not a folder, but an area that says images, and this is the name of the different images that you want to show. So when you add a new image, you have to pay attention to what the image is, and you have to put the image name in exactly as it is on the file name. In the next box, and notice that I use this corner here to click and drag to resize the box so that you can see more or less of what's in there. Under image titles, the next area, this is where you actually type the name of the image that you want to use. And notice that, for example, this is the aloha.jpg. Then you can type in here the name of what you want the image title to be. It doesn't necessarily have to correspond to the image file. In the next box down here is the URL, and for each one of these you are to copy and paste the location for the particular image that you want it, or not the image but the page that you want the user to go to when they click on the link. So for example, in the case of aloha.jpg, all of these are going to take you to the Foca gallery page, which is this page right here. This is the address where they're going to be going, and so you would simply copy and paste this. And I usually, if you're using a Mac, you use the Command C. If you're using a PC, you use Control and C. So I'm going to copy, then I'm going to switch back to the tab and go in the back end, and you can just open this. I'm going to scroll down so that I can see more of it. And then you're just going to copy and paste it in where you want it to be. Okay, so you place your insertion point, then you hit Control V or Command V in the case of using a Mac, and you just paste it right in there. Okay, once you're done, you click Save, and it will save it. Or if you want to keep this window open to double check things, then you click on Apply. Now, one thing that's very important is the fact that for each one of these, for example, the first image, each one of these is on a different line, and each line corresponds with the information for that particular item. So for example, Aloha is on one line, Aloha is on the first line here, and the link for that is on the first line here. And you have to follow that sequentially through each step. So Chicago Blackhawks is second here, Chicago Blackhawks has to be second here, and the page that you wanted to go to for Chicago Blackhawks has to be second here. One thing, just a quick little tip, when you're going through the URLs, it can be a little confusing to figure out which one is where. I'm going to make this smaller so that I can get the box to enlarge this. It can be a little bit hard to see which is which, but each URL is going to begin with HTTP. So that's the first one, HTTP, that's the second one, and so on. And so that's how you can figure out which one is which. In the case of if you want to get rid of something, let's say for example you wanted to get rid of Chicago Blackhawks picture, you would get rid of it and delete it here. Then you would go down to where the image title is, and you would delete it here. And then you would go down to the second one here, and you would delete everything up to that next HTTP and delete it here, and then you would click on Save, okay, or Apply. I'm not gonna delete it, so I'm gonna close it, and when you close it, it doesn't record any of the changes that you made. So when I click back and go to SlideShowPro, you'll see the Chicago Blackhawks is still there.